But first, a story we've been determined to stay on top of: the recent increase of violent crime in the Collar City, and now Troy City Council members are taking matters into their own hands. Good evening and welcome to News 10 ABC at 5 at our summer home at the Saratoga Racecourse. I'm Elisa Streeter.
And I'm John Gray. Thanks so much for joining us. Council members in Troy expressing their concerns that the city just isn't safe.
So today they held a press conference to address the recent outbreak of violence and crime, and they want to make some suggestions of their own.
On News 10 ABC's Lindsay Nielsen was at that news conference, joining us live with what the council is calling for and how the residents are reacting to this. Lindsay.
A lot of back and forth today between Troy City Council and the police chief, but residents, they just want to see the change. I talked with one man who lives on this avenue who said he does not want to walk down this street or around the corner unless he can see police officers to make him feel safer. They say that this once quiet neighborhood is not that anymore, as the crime is creeping up here too.
Do you walk at night a lot too, or not really?
I drive at night. It's safe.
Okay.
Safer to drive rather than walk in his own community. Glenn James of 7th Ave in Lansingburg, not far from a recent homicide, past shootings, and a string of unsolved arsons. His neighbor scared too.
I don't walk my dog at night anymore. I even have a pit bull terrier, and I'm afraid.
Troy City Council today asked for more patrols on the streets. Chief Tedesco says he's already reworked officers to help, but reinstating the street crime unit is not an option right now.
We want to live here. We want to raise our kids in a safe environment. And we just want you guys to be there a little bit more to show your police presence. If there's violence, let them know that you're staying here and you're not going anywhere, and we're not going to have it.
Mayor Lou Rosamilia says extra funding for more officers or overtime isn't possible, but says the city still has more overtime to use in the budget this year. Damian Seabury has lived in this home in Lansingburg for nearly a decade and says he wouldn't mind a tax increase to pay for more protection.
If it means safer streets and everything, get these people off the street, stop doing stuff so the kids can grow up like we have, yeah.
This is Joan. She's lived here on 7th Ave for 80 years. She wanted to tell me that residents have to play a role in this as well. Glenn James agrees.
Well, we have to police our own neighborhoods also. You can't just leave it up to the police department.
Now, the police chief again reiterated today that he believes all of these unsolved cases will be solved. He's very confident in that, and he says he will continue to meet with the mayor. The mayor says he will continue to meet with Troy City Council, and they will try to see what changes can be made. I'll have much more on this coming up. Live in Troy, Lindsay Nielsen, News 10 ABC.